So you think you know about technology and you believe in science, right? I mean, you believe in science and you know about technology. Well, what I'm about to tell you might blow your mind, but it's true. But you have to open up your mind to it, the possibility of it being true. All right, but I'm going to explain to you why it's true and how it's true. But you see, the nature of reality is not just what it seems. Okay. A lot of people, they do not believe in creation because of stupid, evil, old religions and the Bible and the Quran and all these other religions. They've turned people into atheists that do not believe in creation whatsoever. So, but allow me to explain. If you are a rational, logical person who believes in science and believes in technology and can have an understanding of both of those subjects, allow me to enlighten you about the true nature of our reality. You see, we exist within technology. All right, because human beings are technological beings. All right, we are like robots. Okay. We are like no different than the computer or device you are watching this video on is no different than a human being. All right. And not only are we technology that has organic components, but we actually exist within technology. Our reality is inside technology. As a matter of fact, we are in a video game, an advanced simulation. But let me step back and start somewhere where I can explain to you what I'm talking about in greater detail. Because you have to understand, think about your computer. Think about my computer. All right, the computer I'm using to help me make this video for you right now. The webcam that is capturing my image. That webcam is sending electrical data to other components within my computer to register the image that you're seeing right now. The microphone is sending what I'm saying, it's turning it into electrical data that is being sent into my computer to make the computer understand it and record it for you to hear, for you to understand. Okay, so the computer understands it before you do. All right, but so what you have to understand about human beings is your entire perception of reality is nothing more than different electrical synapses firing in your brain. All right? Your brain is filled with these electrical synapses, and electricity fires within these synapses like a piece of technology, okay? Generating the sensation of an experience to your brain so that when you see something, your eyes receive the data and it is sent through your body to your brain through electricity. The data is sent, and then it causes your brain to fire certain electrical synapses that cause you to see what the eye is seeing, to experience the sensation of sight. All right, it's all done through electricity. Okay? Electricity in your brain. Electricity going through your body to your brain. Because you are a robot. Right? You are an organic robot. That's what human beings are. All right? When we experience this reality, okay, it's all electronics. It's all everything. When you hear something, when you hear my voice right now, your ears are sending data through electricity to your brain, and your brain is firing off electrical synapses in your brain that make you hear what I'm saying. All right? So it's all through electricity. Your entire perception of reality is no different than what's happening right now in my computer recording me through my webcam and my microphone. It's perceiving this reality that I'm existing in right now, just like you're perceiving your reality watching this video of me talking right now. Okay? When I'm recording this video, my computer is understanding what I'm saying right now just the same way you are, using the same electricity through the same process. It's sending the data to its brain just the same way your eyes and your ears are sending the data to your brain so that you can see me. So I am here so you can see my image. Okay? Because this is me. Look at me. You know, this video will last forever. Okay? So, you know, human beings naturally only survive for so long. But when you upload a video of yourself like I'm doing right now, you will always be able to see Evan Lefavor. You will always be able to hear from me. You will always be able to be in touch with me through this video. Okay, but I'm getting off topic. The moral of the story is you perceive reality no different than a computer perceives what it's seeing through its webcam and its microphone and all that. Right? Your body is a robot. But see, you exist within a simulation. We are inside. It's a lot like the film The Matrix, all right? Our entire infinite existence exists within technology outside of our existence. So our entire existence is being generated by technology, and we exist within it. All right, we exist within the programming of this technology that is generating our existence. And it's a lot like a video game, okay? See, video games, when you have a three-dimensional video game or a 3D video game, your video game, the entire world of the video game and the characters within the world are being generated by polygons. Okay? These video game characters are made out of what we call character models, and these character models are created by polygons. And these are the building blocks of the 3D shape that make the body, that make up their body and make up the entire environment and everything in the environment. It's all generated by polygons in fully 3D games. And our reality, the one we exist in, is made up of atoms. Right? Everything's made up of atoms. Just like video games are made up of polygons, our reality is made up of atoms. That's our polygons, okay? And the scientists are baffled. They go, oh, we can't understand it. The atoms, they're not solid. They shouldn't be solid. Why are they solid? Why are things the way they are? It's like, it's a fucking video game. It's being generated. It's programmed. It's programmed to stick together Your atoms that make up your body are programmed like a video game characters are to be in the shape they are, to stick together and function the way they do. Okay, that's why your atoms don't just fly around all random and blah, 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 because the laws that are programmed into the software that governs our reality keep things held together. Okay, so things stick together. That's why your couch is a couch. That's why your hand is your hand. That's why a metal bar is a metal bar. But it's all made up of the same things, these atoms. Just like video games create polygons. You get it? You see the connection there? So what I'm saying is, this simulation is, it's got, we are artificial intelligent beings when it comes down to it. All right, we are capable of self-awareness, but we are highly evolved, artificially intelligent beings. All right, created, designed beings in this reality. Okay, in this simulation, in this experiment. It's not just a simulation, it's an experiment, all right? And the ones that created our existence didn't know that we were going to have a consciousness, that we had feelings, okay? They wanted to be able to experience this reality and have it be real. They didn't know how real it was going to be for all of us to exist. All right, so because it's part of the simulation that they didn't know was going to happen. Okay, so, but it's very, very complex. But people always think, oh, reality, what is reality? What is really going on? And like, what if mortality, what if life on this planet was just a big multiplayer video game that gods, immortal gods from the kingdom of heaven, they play with each other. All right? And when you wake up into this game, that's this god, you, the god, logging into this mortal body to play this game. Because human life it's so short. The human lifespan, the mortal lifespan, it's like it's done in a second. You know what I mean? It's like it's over before it began. It goes by so fast, unless you are the person experiencing it. Because every human being is really an immortal. Mortality is just an illusion, right? Mortality, death is something that we experience here in this reality, okay? Because video game players will know permadeath. All right, there's multiplayer video games where you have permadeath, where your character, when it dies, it goes on and it dies, and that character doesn't return to this reality, into this same server where it died. It goes on to a different server and a different experience altogether. All right, so that's what's programmed into our reality. But the kingdom of heaven it also exists, okay? That's also science fact reality. But anyway, the moral of the story is I have a patent on eternal life because I invented how to not only achieve immortality through technology, and I invented this at a young age, but I also invented the technology in the film The Matrix. And within our lifetime, I know how to make it happen. How to make immortality merging with technology, and how to jack into technology like you see in the film The Matrix and actually experience consequence-free virtual realities that are indistinguishable from real life, where you can make all your dreams come true, and you can't tell the difference between real reality and the reality that's being generated by our technology. Okay, because reality is being generated by technology, because you are technology and you are in technology. Okay, it's not just fair to call you a robot. You're also a video game character. You know, what can I say? But you're more than just a character, you know. Like I said, you have the capability of having self-awareness. The multiverse is part of this experiment. Okay, because when you incarnate onto this planet, you fracture the multiverse infinitely when you are born. And there's all these different versions of you that make all these different choices than you did and are affected by all these different choices that other people made. All these different versions of you. So there's all these different destinies that you ultimately become into. So there's different versions of you right now. Just like there's different versions of Evan Lefavor right now in the year 2017 when I'm making this video in this reality that we exist in. There's other Evan Lefavors out there in other alternate parallel realities in the multiverse doing completely different things than I'm doing right now. They're living completely different lives, just like you. You might be single right now, but the other version of you in another 2017 in the multiverse has a family already. Maybe you're already a grandparent in that reality because you made different choices in that reality and other people made different choices in that reality, and that's just that reality. But this technology is keeping track of all of those different realities in the multiverse. It's a beautiful, brilliant collage, a kaleidoscope. That's what this experiment's so beautiful for. All right? That's what this game is so beautiful for. It's in the kingdom of heaven, you have access to everything ever created in all the multiverse on this planet and every other planet in existence. So you can time travel to any different alternate universe on this. You know, if you've ever seen the show Sliders, there's this old show Sliders, and it was really cool because this kid invented technology where he could travel to different alternate dimensions and parallel realities. Well, you can do that in the kingdom of heaven. Not only can you travel to planet Earth at any point in time using technology like the film The Matrix to simulate time travel to any point in time in history so that you can be a human being on planet Earth at any point in time in history like you were really there and do whatever you want, make your wildest dreams come true in a consequence-free reality. You can do that, but you can also go to all the different alternate multiverses within the dimensions. All right? That's how cool this experience is. So, you know, it's all there. It's all science fact. It's all real. This is all technology, okay? And, you know, so don't trip about that. But realize that I have invented technology where I can fire the electrical synapses in your brain to simulate experiences. All right? So I can fire the electrical synapses in your brain. That's the technology that is like the film The Matrix. I know how to actually make that happen. I have invented it. I invented it before the movie The Matrix came out, when I was just a kid. So you have to understand that this is all science fact. We can merge with technology, and I can give you an artificial hand that feels just like your original hand because I'm firing the same electrical synapses in your brain that your old hand used to fire. But now I'm using technology to trigger that so that it fires the same sensation of having your hand. But it's not your real hand, it's a artificial hand. So people that have lost limbs or were born without limbs, we can simulate the feeling of having a real limb. And not only that, but use your brain to control that limb as well. All right. So you can part out your entire body into a robot body and just be a brain, and you'll still feel the same sensations of having a fully organic human body, because this technology fires the same synapses that used to fire. So your brain can't tell the difference. Your brain can't tell the difference. I've created technology that will masturbate your brain to experience whatever you want. Okay? So if you want to experience what it's like to have a hand because you lost your hand in war or a terrible accident, you can do that through this technology. Okay? So we can achieve immortality through merging with technology and still have the sensations of a normal body. We can even go in, have our consciousness leave our body and go into this consequence-free virtual reality and exist within that reality for as long as we want to. All right. Well, like I said, right now, we are all here. We are all in this experience. We knew when we left the kingdom of heaven to be reincarnated as human beings on this planet, we knew what would happen. We knew that it would fracture the multiverse infinitely, and there would be all these different versions of us created that would evolve into these different people and create different families and create different realities and different outcomes. It's a kaleidoscope into infinity and beyond throughout the multiverse. All right? But it's all within technology. We are technology, okay? We are this cool video game. But yeah, we are video game characters, okay? And our higher selves from heaven are piloting these video game characters that are born on this planet. All right, so, but the moral of the story is we're here not just to be slaves. We're being enslaved right now. But we're better than that, okay? We're here to save the world, all right? To change the world, to change this into a better reality for everyone alive, to be real heroes, to stand up, to do what's right, all right? So that not only your dreams come true, but everyone's dreams come true too, all right? But capitalism is all about slavery, and it's all about greed. It's all about making sure that you have what you want, you have what you need, and fuck everyone else. Only care about yourself. Now that's what capitalism says. That's how they keep you enslaved. All right? But we didn't come here to be slaves. All right? We came here to change this reality. And we change it in beautiful ways because we are powerful. All right? Think of all the video games. If you ever play video games, think of how many video games you've beaten. How many times you've saved the world in these video games. Well, you're in a video game. Are you going to join with me and save the world that you're in? Are you? Do you have any vested interest in any continued existence in this reality? Then hey, let's save the world, because we need to. We can't just sit here and take things for granted and let evil people run our planet into the ground and enslave us all. No, let's stand up. Come on, we got one life to live. Let's do something good with it, right? Let's stand up for what's right. Let's use our power to unite together and be heroes, so that we can have a better future in this reality, in this simulation, in this existence. All right? But see, we are being influenced. We are video game characters. They say, when you have a thought, are you the one having the thought, or are you just the listener? Are you listening to the message being sent to you? All right? As any video game simulation, the programmers tinkering with the simulation, or anyone tinkering with the simulation, can abuse the simulation to give instructions directly to you, the human being, the video game character within the simulation. So you think you're having a thought, but really the thought is being given to you. The dialogue you're saying, you think is your voice coming out of your mouth, an original thought, but it's really being written by someone outside of this reality, outside of this existence. You're just a character, you're just a video game character. There, you know, you're being written. This reality is being programmed. Okay, it's being constructed, created, designed, crafted. All right, so that we can be heroes, so that we can save the day, so that we can persevere, so we can have a peaceful revolution on this planet and save the day. So that we don't just go to movies to hear about heroes that save the world, that we actually become the heroes that save the world. All right? And a lot of video games have to do with murder and violence and killing, but not this. No, there's a lot of killing and murder going on in this reality right now. But we must bring an end to it. We must bring an end to murder. We must say, hey, no more murdering human beings on this planet anymore, ever again, for any reason. All right? Because murder is wrong. Murder is not an acceptable solution to any problem, ever, for any reason. All right? So the only way to win, the only way to save the world, the only way to win against the evil people that are enslaving us and murdering innocent people, the only way to win against them is peacefully. We cannot fight with weapons. We cannot fight them that way through violence and aggression and attacking them. No, we must remain peaceful. Peace needs to be the weapon we wield against the evildoers that are out there murdering people. All we have to do is stand up for peace. All we have to do is say, hey, you're trying to tell us that we can't murder people. So how are we supposed to let you go off and murder people in other countries with our tax dollars? How can we let you drop bombs every 20 minutes for 8 years with our tax dollars and kill all these innocent people in all these bomb strikes? How can we let that happen? We can't. We can't let our government murder people. We can't do that. If the government doesn't let us murder people, we can't let the government murder people. All right? We need to be thinking about world peace. All right? We have these politicians saying, oh, we can't be friends with Russia. We're enemies with Russia. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, really? Only evil people seek war. Only evil people seek to be enemies with other people. All right? Disagreeing with someone does not mean you are their enemy. Does not mean you cannot be friends with them just because you disagree on issues. And these people want to be our leaders. These people that are saying we can't be friends with Russia, that they're our enemy, we got to be at war, we got to be saber rattling, we got to be, we're going to fight, we're going to bring in tanks. Like, really, Obama? That's what you're going to do with your little bit of time left, is saber rattle against Russia instead of fixing the water in Flint, Michigan? Really, Obama? Instead of stopping the North Dakota access pipeline, you're going to saber rattle with Russia and blame them for this bullshit? This CIA PSYOP propaganda bullshit about Russia hacking our election? Sorry, but the DNC, the Democratic National Committee, was busted rigging the elections against Bernie Sanders so that Hillary Clinton would win. Okay? It was the DNC that tampered with the election, not Russia. All right? The only way to rig an election is to first rig the primary election. All right? That's the only way to do it, okay? And who's the only person that could ever lose to fucking Donald Trump would be Hillary Clinton. The only person who would ever lose to Donald Trump would be Hillary Clinton. all right, with her laundry list of fucking conspiracies and fucking scandals, all right, and she's one of the most hated people in politics. Of course, they're going to run her against Trump so she can be the fucking fall guy, the victim. All right, so she could fall under his sword. All right, it's all a setup. All right, but we can't sit there and let it happen anymore. We have to have a peaceful revolution. All right, we can't let people dictate to us anymore. We're paying the people in the government with our tax dollars. Everybody, the president, everybody in Congress, Senate, the DEA, CIA, FBI, they're all paid with our tax dollars. The whole police department, the mayor, the governor, they all work for us. We don't get dictated from them how we're going to live our lives. We don't pay people with our tax dollars to dictate to us what we're going to be able to do with our lives. Because the Declaration of Independence says we have the unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that no government can ever create any laws that will ever impede on those rights. And that if they ever do create laws or institutions or anything, if the government or anybody does anything to impede on our unalienable rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that we have the right to overthrow them through any means necessary and create a new form of government that protects our unalienable rights and serves the people, created by the people for the people, that serves all the people, not just the few. The Declaration of Independence says we do not be enslaved. All right, if we are being enslaved, we have the right to end our slavery through any means necessary, but we must do it peacefully. All right, we must use logic. We must use the power of morality to say no more murder and that the government has crossed the line. All right, we pay them so we can fire them all. We can fire everybody and anybody we want to because we pay them. We are the boss. All right, the employee is not the boss. The boss is the one who's paying the money to pay the employee, and that is the American taxpayers. We are the boss, not the people in the government, not the people in the DEA, not the people in the FBI, not the people in the police department, not the president, not Congress, not the Senate. None of them are the boss. The American people are the boss. The taxpayers, okay? So we say what happens. And we, the people, have the power to fire the entire government and write a new 21st century constitution that protects everyone on the planet, protects everyone's unalienable rights. You know what the right to life means? The only way you can have life is to sustain it and protect it and nurture it. So that means if you have the right to life, then you have the right to everything you need to sustain that life, to protect that life, and to nurture that life. So what do you need to sustain your life? You need water. You need food. What do you need to protect your life? You need housing. You need a home. You need heat, electricity. You need transportation. Okay? What do you need? You need health care to protect your life, to ensure that you have a life. You need good health care for free. You need all of this for free because it is your right. When something is your unalienable right, it cannot be taken from you. People cannot just say, you owe me money or else you don't have water. You owe me money or you don't have a home. You owe me money or you don't have food. You say, no, The Declaration of Independence says, I have the unalienable right to life, which means you cannot charge me for water. You cannot charge me for food. You cannot charge me rent. You cannot charge me for health care. You can't charge me for anything I need to keep my life going, to sustain my life, because it is my unalienable right to it. All right? And it is our unalienable right to liberty, to be free, not to be enslaved, not to have people saying you have to work 80 hours a week to survive. You got to be a slave 80 hours a week just to survive, or you can't even have a home. You can't even have a child. You can't do shit unless you're a slave. No, that's not what liberty is. That's slavery. So capitalism is anti-liberty, because money is the opposite of freedom, okay? When you go into the store, when you go buy one, get one free, when you buy one, how much does the free one cost? Nothing. You know why? Because money is the opposite of free. Money is the opposite of freedom. Capitalism is slavery. All right? Liberty is about freedom. Liberty means you don't have to pay to exist. Liberty says you don't have to be a slave for any reason. All right? That's what liberty is all about. In the pursuit of happiness, that means you can't tell me that I can't do anything that makes me happy. If I'm not hurting someone else, if it makes me happy, you can't tell me I can't do it. All right? It's my unalienable right. It's all of our unalienable rights. If you want to smoke cigarettes, no government can make a law that says cigarettes are illegal now. If smoking marijuana makes you happy, no government on this planet or in existence can make a law that says that smoking marijuana is illegal, because it is a direct violation of our unalienable rights as outlined clearly in the Declaration of Independence. So we have a government in the United States of America that is violating all of our unalienable rights as outlined in the Declaration of Independence. So that means we have the duty. If you read the Declaration of Independence, it says we have the right and the duty to overthrow our government, to fire everybody, anybody we want to, anybody we need to. All right? All through the Senate, Congress, the president, the vice president, the governor, the mayor, everybody. Everybody on the police force. We have the power because we are the taxpayers, we are the people, and it is our unalienable rights that can never be threatened. Because the people want to say the Constitution is the most important document. But no, it's the Declaration of Independence that is the most important document that has ever been created by this country. All right? Because it applies not only to the human beings in America, the Declaration of Independence applies to everyone in the world. So hopefully you're watching this outside of America. Please study the Declaration of Independence because it applies to you. Your government cannot make any laws that violate your unalienable rights. And if they do, you have the right to overthrow them. All right? But to do that, we must do so peacefully. All right? Because they want us to think you need to have guns for a revolution. No, okay? The guns are not for a revolution. The guns are to protect against evil governments. All right? That's what the guns are for, to protect your family, to protect your home. Okay? To protect yourself, to protect your unalienable rights. That doesn't mean you use it for a revolution to go threaten people or shoot people. But we don't need guns, okay, in this revolution, because this is a peaceful revolution, like I said. So be a hero, all right? Don't just wake up and be a slave every day of your short existence on this planet. Have some courage. Stand with me. And we'll stand united peacefully as the heroes of this planet, with good and morality on our side, to say no more murder with our tax dollars. No more bombing countries with our tax dollars. Or else we're not going to be paying your salaries with our tax dollars, because you're all fired. All right? I think it's time that the American people tell Donald Trump and everybody else in our government the magic words. You're fired. Because it's time. So that's what reality is. So don't just sit on the sidelines and watch your TV program your reality for you. You be the programmer. You be on my side. And we will program reality together. We will be the programmers of reality. And we will create a beautiful world together, instead of being dictated to us by our government. When we pay the tax dollars for their salaries, they're going to try to dictate to us. You know, the United States wants to push this dictators are bad. But dictators are just like Hitler. They're just one person. To be a dictator, it has to be one person. Just one person. No. A dictatorship does not require a tyrannical leader. No. A dictatorship is what we are experiencing in the United States of America. All right? That is a dictatorship. When we have the government dictating to us how we are going to live our lives without consulting us, the people paying their salaries, that's like the inmates running the asylum. All right? You don't pay the government to dictate to you. No. That's a dictatorship. No, these are public workers. They're servants. They're servants. They serve us. They don't dictate to us, but that's what they're doing to us. They're dictating to us. They're like, we have the power, and we're going to tell you what you can and can't do. And we're going to tell you what's going to happen with your life and your job and everything else. Because we controlled the government for 4 years. No. We control the government. You're all servants. Even the President of the United States is a servant to us. We pay a salary. Oh, Donald Trump don't want to accept the salary? Too bad. It don't matter if you're getting paid or not. You're a servant. Whether you're in the Senate, whether you're in Congress, whether you're a mayor, a governor, a police chief, it don't matter. You're a servant. All right? So you're going to know your role, because you're not going to enslave us. You're not going to impede on our unalienable rights. All right? Because if you have any respect for the founding fathers, then you better have some respect for me. Because I have respect for everybody that is alive on this planet. And I will always stand up for everyone. That's what Evanism is all about. Respecting and protecting the lives of everyone on this planet. And not letting some people be low class. Everybody, these stupid politicians, they're trying to get rid of the middle class. Yeah, motherfucker, let's get rid of the middle class. Let's get rid of the low class. And make sure that everybody is living high class. So that everybody's rich. Let's get rid of saying that it's okay for people to just be middle class, or for them to just be low class and have to slave away every day of their lives to make ends meet. Fuck that shit. We're done with that. Let's get rid of class altogether and use robotics, automation technology to bring about a utopia and heaven on earth for everyone alive, where no human being has to work a day in their lives, and every human being can be wealthy beyond imagination and rich and empowered to make their every dream come true. Right? That's what Evanism is all about. And that's why, hey, Evanism is your solution to winning this video game that you're in. All right? I explained to you earlier how you are in a simulation. You are in a video game. And you're here. You ain't getting out. Not anytime soon. Like I said, you're immortal. So this is just the beginning. But we have to achieve our destiny. You have to join with me to save this world. Because we can have a peaceful revolution in this country and on this planet because we need to. Because we can't be dictated to anymore. All right, are you going to let people tell you how to live your life? You're going to pay them? You're going to go to work and work as hard as you do to slave away. You're going to let them take money, your tax money, out of your check to pay Donald Trump's salary, to pay these motherfuckers thousands of dollars an hour, to dictate to us that we can't even make $15 a minimum wage? $15 an hour for minimum wage? Oh, that's too much. But it's okay for a CEO to make $9,000 an hour? Like, get out of here. They don't. The people in our government are supposed to serve us, but they're not. They're serving corporate interest. They're serving their own interest. They're serving the interests of the evil people in control of this country, and we can't let it be like that anymore. All right? Because this is our land. This is our country. We live here. We were born here. You know, this ain't the government's country. This ain't, these motherfuckers want to be our leaders. That ain't what the president is. The president ain't our leader. We don't have leaders in this country like that. North Korea's got a leader. But you say we need a leader and Donald Trump is going to be our leader? Yeah, right. I think it's about time the American people embrace Evan Lefavor as their leader. Because I will be the first king of planet Earth with your help. And together we will establish a new Evanism world order that will bring about true freedom and heaven on earth for everyone alive. So that every moment of this existence is blissful for everyone. So that no one on this planet suffers. No one dies of starvation ever again. I won't let anybody starve when I'm king. Why should we let people starve on this planet? We shouldn't. I can create technology to feed the entire human race. And then some. So this whole notion of we're going to let people starve or we're going to let someone else be in control of the world instead of Evan Lefavor, bullshit. All right? It's time for me to be in control. I'm a natural born king. I know how to treat my people. I love everyone. Okay? I love you. And I will always protect you. And I've dedicated my life to protecting and respecting you. So, please, share this. Share this message, okay? Share Evanism. Share one of my songs. Share some of my videos. It's not an ego trip to me. I don't have an ego. All right? I got rid of my ego a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, okay? So, when I tell you that it's not an ego trip for me, please share my message. Because my message is here to help you, to save this world, to stop you from having to be a slave to money and capitalism, so that when I am your king, you will be taken care of. I will take care of you. You'll be able to travel the world. You'll be able to make your dreams come true. You'll be able to do whatever you want. You will be empowered to make your dreams come true through the technology we create together. Why should we let these evil people take our tax dollars and use trillions of our tax dollars to murder people in other countries? When we could use that tax dollars as your king, I will use our tax dollars to create true freedom and heaven on earth so we can get rid of money and capitalism forever, and then we don't have to worry about tax dollars. All right? Because with money gone, we'll have no limits to the budgets of scientific research. No limits to the funding. You know how many scientific advancements we'll make when cancer is no longer an industry, where doctors no longer profit from people being sick, where these CEOs no longer make $100,000 an hour to profit. These CEOs of health insurance companies profiting. All right, we got to put an end to it. All right, and Evanism is the new beginning, because everybody will be rich beyond imagination through Evanism. So fuck capitalism. Capitalism is Hitler. Capitalism is Hitler. Money is Hitler. Hitler said certain people are undesirable to live for this reason or that reason or the other reason. Money says certain people are undesirable to live because they don't have slips of paper called money. It's the same as Hitler. It's worse than Hitler. Because capitalism is judging people and saying you don't deserve to live because you don't have slips of paper. Little slips of paper, so you don't eat, you don't get to drink water, you don't get to have a home, you don't get anything, you don't get to enjoy your life, you don't get health care, you get nothing because you don't have slips of paper. That's evil. Capitalism is evil. It's pure evil, and we cannot accept that evil any longer. We have to stand up for morality. We cannot let these evil people in control of our country tell us what is right and wrong and hide behind Democrat and Republican and say, oh, the Republicans are right. No, the Democrats are right. Oh, the Republicans are the good guys. The Democrats are the good guys. It's all bullshit. It's all good cop, bad cop. The Democrats are just Republicans in disguise. The Republicans are just Democrats in disguise. They're both on the same team. They're just wearing different jerseys to distract you like a bull. One of them wears red and you go storming for it like a bull. And then one of them wears blue and you calm down. Oh! And then pull off the red and you start storming because you're a bull and you're mad. Then you pull out the blue. Oh no, everything's okay now. So get the fuck out of here. That played out game. It's mind games. Alright, and I wrote the book on that shit. I'll tell you, I'll explain all what their little tricks are. Fuck these little fucks that are trying to control our world and run it into the ground. Anyway, the moral of the story is the few evil people controlling this world, their days are numbered in terms of enslaving us and abusing us. Alright? But through Evanism, they will be wealthy and we will all be wealthy too. We will all be free. And they will no longer have to worry about enslaving us because the robots will do all the work. But, you know, anyway, you're a robot. But you don't have to be a robot anymore and be just a slave doing robotic work, because you can be replaced by robotics, automation technology that will do your job, and you'll be free to do whatever you want. That's what Evanism is all about. Okay? So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Now you know the truth. I am your friend forever, Evan Lefavor, and I'll see you next video. Until then, bye-bye.